Well, that's great. What's up, bros? Me, the professor at AskProfessor.com. Hey, this afternoon the Rocky Arrow will be here, so I'll go get a haircut so I don't look like a clown anymore. What's up, y'all? Remember that thing I was telling you about? When guys, your girl is not an insult to you, especially in other countries where that's pretty common. And Colombia is one of those countries. Panama is one of those countries. Costa Rica is one of those countries. But Costa Rica is overrun by gringos. I don't recommend going there. It's expensive, and everything's taken, so whatever. Okay, admiration. Admiration is one of those things that we really want from a girl. If we really like this girl and we act a certain way that is us, the legitimate us, and she admires that characteristic about you, whatever the fuck it is, then you're going to get one of the values that all Kevin Samuels says, and what the hell do you bring to the table besides sex? And admiration is one of those things. Now, it doesn't have to be from your girlfriend. It could be from any lady that you meet whatsoever. And in my case, it's like giant pit bulls and Dobermans and big old dogs. See? Niña. Hi. See, she's holding me down because she loves me. Niña. Hi, Niña. See what I mean? You hungry? Here. So, yeah. Sister? You want some goodies? I'll bring you a bone. I love you too. Mwah, mwah. See what I mean? Admiration. Admiration is one of those things that dudes admire me here. Women admire me not just for my looks, but the fact that I'm so weird looking to them and exotic. And I'm fucking older than them. I mean, obviously. There's a whole lot of dynamics. And I just want to share this with you guys because there's really no point in going somewhere where you're not treated the best. And I've been to places where I'm not treated the best. I'm not going to talk about those, but I just want to say it's nice to be admired. It's nice to be part of a group, but it's much better when those people that admire you are not from your group, from your outside influence, your sphere of influence around you, besides your family and your friends, those immediately outside of your sphere of influence. I am not a felon, but I've been arrested 19 times, bing, for being drunk in public. Now, this is prior to 2002, because I did stop drinking in 2002. Shit, that was 20 years. In March the 19th, thank you very much. So, admiration just comes when you bring a value to the community. So what value do you bring to the fucking community? Well, if you don't have much, what's the one thing you could do that doesn't cost money to improve your quality of life, to level up, and do what we do? Step one is exercise, train, diet, start wearing nice clothes. I would recommend getting white polo shirts. If not white polo shirts, get black polo shirts. Get black polo shirts. And to be rebellious, just get black polo shirts. And it doesn't have to be a polo, just a polo style. Because what that does is that's like an instant change. Like, boom, I'm going for the haircut today because I do not let my hair touch my ears. You see that? I look like a damn hippie. And this beard is out of control. But it's a beard, so it's out of control by nature. Like me. So, what am I saying? Get a haircut. Get your teeth whitened, because you got to look good down here. You got to have nice teeth. And if you don't have nice teeth, the good news is down here, dentists are very cheap. And I'm on a street right now that has nothing but dentists. It's weird. There's no the competition is parked next to each other in Latin America. You know, you think of one competitive fucking Audi dealership wouldn't have an Audi dealership next to it. Well, that's the way it is here. It's like Audi, 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 Audi for you name it. Barbershop, 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 all in the same place. So what's next? Teeth whitened, haircut, polo shirt. It's a good start. Now check out your shoes. This is an important point because down here, a good-looking tennis shoe is the norm. Like, you don't see people with shitty tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? Here, like, people like dress well and bathe a lot, which is crazy because I thought, you know, maybe because Mexico doesn't have a lot of water and it's very dry, that people wouldn't be taking showers left and right and people would be stinking and stuff. That was wrong. They take showers like obsessively, and if one of my friends had like a drop of water on his shirt, and I'm like, he's got to change his shirt. People are nuts. So anyway, I give everybody the benefit to learn this stuff. You know what I mean? Because people are going to look at your shoes, and if they look like my shoes do right now, which are Converse, white leather Converses that I usually train in when I go to the school and train in the morning, which I'm about to do. Then, change your clothes. Just enough. Just change that shirt. Don't wear any logos. You know what I mean? Don't wear anything that has a logo on it. It's not necessary. When you get down here, man, you can actually buy all those branded clothes. They're all knockoffs. But they're branded clothes down here that, like, motherfuckers will be wearing Louis Vuitton and stuff, and they don't even know what it is because there is no Louis Vuitton in the mines, in the brand. The brand doesn't mean shit here. The Gucci brand doesn't mean shit here. Did you guys know that? It only means something in parts of Europe, and then the people who are really into that stuff in the United States. It's not that important. Hi, dog. That's a big ass dog. This is a Argentine dogo out there on that balcony. Woo! You don't fuck with that dog. That's the baddest dog in town. Hi. But let's get back to this. Okay, so what's next? Damn it, dude, shut up. God damn it. Well, anyway, let me walk away. Look where I am. I was just sitting on that. I think it's kind of cool. Now, when it floods here, this fills up and spills over and floods everything. You know how? There's my neighbor. It's because sabotage. Right there. Sabotage in these tunnels. These are caves and stuff where all the rainwater goes down. And what happens is people sabotage it by throwing their garbage down in there. They throw garbage. I've seen a mattress thrown down in the sewer system for the storm drain system. And it blocked up this entire street, that entire street, and every neighborhood to the downside of over here was flooded up to the fucking doors. 50,000 people had to be evacuated. So that was not good. Anyway, back to the clothes, back to the teeth, back to the look, back to admiration. So my friends are admirable. Let me tell you that. I only hang around with top tier guys. I only hang around with just a few guys that are on my level. All right, you want to mix and all that stuff with the Mexicans. There's a class difference here. Status. When you're a foreigner, your status is immediately higher than them by default. Now let's add a particular Mexican family that might happen to be wealthy. Now remember something, just because we're in Mexico and people are wealthy does not mean that they're involved in anything to do with the cartel. They might have a business that, like this, their family might own this business, and that's it. They have tons of guys that own businesses here because it's somewhat libertarian. It's somewhat libertarian here. That's what I thought. Because they fucking hate the government. Most are anarchists that live out in the woods. And they despise anything that has to do with politics. And I don't blame them because every fucking politician is a fucking liar and a thief. And that's it. You know, they're used to that. So I don't deal with that. And I don't want anything to do with that. Admiration for people who think that you're richer than you really are. Admiration just because in the base of the maybe how you look, maybe your clothes. That's why I say get a polo or two. Whiten your teeth. That makes you look healthy. All right? Go to the gym. Here, gyms are like, oh my God. Costs me 7 cents a day to go to the gym. 7 cents a day. It's a pretty good deal. What do you think, guys? I know you're paying $10 for those day passes, dicks. What else? Admiration from the family members of the people that you associate with, because then they start inviting you over for dinner. They're inviting you over for whatever they decide to cook. And the food over here is so amazing. That is the only reason why I even came here, because the chicks are not that hot. That's true. I've gone out with all the top girls, you know, all the bikinis, all the fitness girls, all the bodybuilding chicks, and ran through all of them until there weren't none left. And I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you compare those same women to women down in Colombia, like here, a 10 would be a 5 in Colombia. Seriously. And if you find one that's extraordinarily beautiful, they've had work done. They've lived a very comfortable life, because most people here are dark skinned, got wrinkles everywhere, have bad hands, bad skin from hard fucking 6 days a week work in the direct sunlight. And it's hard living. Just like living on a farm, it's hard. So, admiration, and this is all superficial shit. It's the way you get to deep dive into people's lives when you learn the language and stuff like that, and you learn about people, they will admire you even more. But what's best is my program, where you're a foreigner, you're a veteran, and you decide you want to be an international firefighter, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to level up even more, because they admire firefighters, they do not admire the military. Be careful, guys. If you're in Colombia, if you're a veteran, don't tell them you're in the military, because in Colombia, they don't admire military members, because military members fight with the cartel and with private citizens and beat them up and shoot them and arrest them for no reason. So that's why they don't admire the military. They don't like the military. They don't like cops. However, here is a different story, because we are right next to North America. Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos. That means United States, United States, ooh, United States. I literally hear this like, wow, who gives a fuck about United States? But they do. So that's another point of them finding you admirable. And you guys have a feeling that there might be a connection here? You know what I'm saying? There might be a thing you can work out. Because all that stupid shit we play in the States to kind of put on and play like you're rich and pretend that you want something, that you're better than you actually are. Here's a great idea. When you do come here, clean your life up. That's a good start. You know what I mean? Because then you'll actually be able to hang out with guys like me who don't hang out with guys like you. Top tier guys are not easy to come by. And all I have to do is have a 30-second conversation with somebody to find out what the fuck they're really all about. And that goes to women too. They're real easy to figure out here, because doing all that dancing and trying to convince us, if they're trying to fool us, it's super easy. See, I figured it out about halfway, didn't I? Yeah, but I stuck around like a dummy. Don't do that, by the way. In fact, I wouldn't take any bitch seriously whatsoever that's over 30 and has kids or tattoos. Fuck them bitches. And here, the women have tattoos. If you have tattoos yourself and you're a man, you're okay there. But a woman has tattoos has fucking problems with her father. If she's got red fucking hair, painted, dyed fucking copper, she's got problems with her father. If she doesn't have a father, don't date that bitch. No, I'm serious. If she didn't grow up with her father, do not date that bitch here in Mexico. You don't know. Because, listen, they're wild and on when they get along. And they emulate their fucking mothers. American women are the fucking worst about emulating their absolutely biological mothers. Disastrous, horrible mothers. Hell of a mothers, they call them. Hell of a mother. But I don't deal with that. See what I'm saying? I don't know the guy's name that painted this. I saw him out here and asked him see what I'm saying? I'm not going to hang out with that guy. I'm not going to hang out with the fucking bums. I'm not going to hang out with the mechanic that, you know what I mean, is stealing from people. I'm going to level up again. Well, how much better can you do? You can do that. Return home in uniform. Okay? Once you're in uniform, you're a different man. You're a better man. You took the man that was inside and put him on the outside. And so you clowns that are putting everything on the outside, the Gucci, the Pucci, the fucking Louis Vuitton, to make yourself look better, guess what? By this time, you've already cleaned your internal organs out. You've already had therapy. You've already gotten yourself at least that far. Then, as a result of all that, the magic happens. The 4 phases that I take people through just to become a person who might be admirable is fix their body first, because you're useless if you got $1 million in the bank and you're 400 pounds and you're going to fucking die. What good is that? And then second, probably their mental state. So we have therapists and holistic stuff, yoga, meditation, and a lot of other things that are alternative medicine you can go to right over here to a clinic if you got psychological problems, but you don't want to take conventional medicine, okay? Then, in addition to that, how people treat you and the vibe you give off, because we're writing a story as we live, okay? I learned this, man. We're all in a simulation. We're all dead. This is our second life, and this is an opportunity for us to figure shit out and do it the right way this time. And the cool thing is, you're writing your own story. You're literally writing your own story. So you come down here and you write a story that I'm going to still be a piece of shit. I'm going to still drink. I'm going to look for drugs. I'm going to just go out with hoes. You're going to end up exactly where you started, and you just as well stay in the fucking States and don't waste your damn time. Because if you're not, you are not going to adapt to them, because they're not going to adapt to you. All right, you got to learn Spanish. You got to learn to eat tacos with hot sauce. And you got to learn to fucking be kind to people, because a lot of people are very ignorant. And a lot of people pretend like they don't understand you. I speak fluent Spanish, okay? And people that are very, very like that, cognitive bias to say that a person who has cognitive bias against a person that is a foreigner cannot believe that their brain doesn't process that you have the capacity to speak their language. That it's just so beyond them. And that's a form of cognitive bias. And amazingly, because that whole dynamic of not being able to understand me, people go out of their way to try to understand me. Another admirable trait. You do that too. Listen, guys, if you need me, just look me up. Bomberos Sin Fronteras of Mexico. And what that means is firefighters without borders. Use Google Translate. Learn that bitch, guys. Because if you don't do something about your status and make yourself a better man, then don't expect good results like I got. Okay? I'm definitely got good results. And I'm so glad that what happened to me in the past gave me a great perspective on where I really should be. And what do you know? Here I am. I'm writing my own story. I want you to write your own story too and make it a good one. Make it a bestseller. I'm the Professor Man. And you can catch me right here. Facebook, Instagram. I'm on the Lance Thrower podcast on Instagram. We go live in the morning. We go live in the afternoon. And a lot of times I have guests. So, hallelujah. Hey, listen, guys. I'll see you later.